Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 7, go, Rig, go!
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Okay,
Crowd
ready?
getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
Connect. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
To the air goes Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
19 tight.
Throwing now is Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Daniels. Setting up the screen. Crosky-Merritt. Now inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Set. Gravity line. Ready.
Here's Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we 19 Lions. Go.
To throw is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Viking 18, Warriors 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tucker Kraft, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
At the 38-yard line.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Torres. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. A good pickup there at 22. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
The Eagles at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Hurts had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Brings up third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Barkley is into the end zone for the Eagle touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Phil.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
These two teams all tied after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready? 60 Vikings. Track him, 60. Ready?
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
A gain of 12.
Get it.
First down,
Bronco
Washington.
80.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
70 Timberwolves.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Lane. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting.
Touchdown, Washington. J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And Washington has taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Eagles 7. That's Gay to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Great, set.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Great, set. Trimmer. Hey, Silver.
Up the middle with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
60 Bobcats, 1918.
Looking to throw. Daniels able to find his man, Kraft. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Get it. 68, Panther Street. Dragon 60. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Krosky Merritt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And he No, it's an incompletion there. I think they're going back to that well. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Cougar 19.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
A 56-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Great, set.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
No, set. Anyway, up.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Great, set. Yep, I know you want it. No, set. No,
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Commanders 14. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To the air goes Daniels. Pass caught. That's Golden. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
To throw is Daniels.
36-yard line.
And it's into the hands of Krasky Merritt. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's a gain of 10. And the Washington first down.
Come on. Set 79. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Daniels. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Viking 18. 19 Lions. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Matthew Golden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Matt Gay to kickoff for Washington.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing is Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Lane. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat.
Daniels looking to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Ready? 70.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davidson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready,
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Back to throw again. That's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready? 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Steady.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18. Mustang 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davidson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Come on, set! Cougar 19! Warrior 70! Ready!
Again, he'll drop the throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 21. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Percy Butler on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Great.
Here's a give to Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
No touch.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Torres. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
We're tied again. 28 all. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Tucker Kraft. Incomplete. Nolan Smith on the coverage defensively.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Short throw is got Kraft. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Ready, 65, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 6.
Come on, come on.
The Commanders first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane from 10 yards out. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
35, Eagles 28. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Viking 18. Ready.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
To the air goes Daniels. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he would have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Viking 18.
A run inside, Croskin Merritt. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Set it. 60 Vikings.
2nd and 2. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bob.
A give now to Bill. This is Crosky Merritt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Down. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On 3rd down, Krosky Merritt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
No touch. No.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And pressure gets to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
73. 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Great. Set.
On second and 10, Hurts. Roberts with it over the middle.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score. Commanders 42, Eagles 35.
So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Charles